Good morning. Welcome to the Mahwah Public Library. My name is Joan. We're here today to do a gentle yoga class so we can step out of the things that create triggers. Step out of the things that make your mind feel heavy or distracted, to slow the heart rate, to stretch the body, to take a breath. So everyone in the room already is reclining in a pose on the mat where one foot is in each corner of the mat and both arms are out and down to the letter A, palms are up. You sink the shoulders down and away from the ears. You close your eyes. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll your head if your neck feels particularly tight. And take a few breaths to start. And what I'd like to start with is just something to reflect on as you slow down the busyness of your mind and you bring yourself to a place where you feel more centered, balanced, and connected. I want you to think about this. Today, when I'm pondering an aspect of my life that feels particularly uncertain, I comfort myself by thinking back to the time when things worked out unexpectedly. Maybe I can even connect with some of the relief I felt then, right now. So as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, and you think about what are the things you think about, and are those things that you think about, do they trigger uncertainty, imbalance, fear, tension, worry, anxiety, the unknown, chaos? Take a few breaths in, touch your thumb to your ring finger and ground yourself down into the earth. Instead of experiencing that sensation connected with spiraling thoughts, spiraling emotions, spiraling uncertainty, spiraling in any way, take a breath in through your nose and say to yourself, I am grounded, and feel the ground and imagine that you're lying somewhere on the earth that you really like. It can be anywhere. And as you soften, relax the shoulders and the arms, the spine, the hips, the legs, and release the weight of fear, chaos, and uncertainty. And as you breathe in and you breathe out now, move your thumb to your pinky finger and let go of one thing that feels heavy. A thought, an anticipation, a what if, a possibility. And as you breathe in and you say to yourself, I am letting go of, name it. Because when you can name it, you can really let it go, almost like down the drain. And as you breathe in and you let go of the things that maybe you cannot control, bring yourself to a place where you can pause. So when the brain is calm and it can reflect on what are the triggers, and I can replace it with things, what if I let go of limitations? It creates space. So feel the space back of your head, down the neck, between the shoulder blades. Now touch your thumb to your index finger, and that's the mudra for peace. So when you move something out of the way, you invite space for peace. I'm inhaling peace. I'm exhaling peace. I am breathing into the space that I am creating for myself. I am letting go of things that no longer work for me. And then touch your thumb to your middle finger, and this is the mudra for patience. So with peace and with everything else, you need to have the courage to be patient, to wait, to notice, to observe, to shift, to breathe, to pause. So I'm breathing in patience, and I'm exhaling patience, so that I can make space now, center of my heart, the center of my belly. As I breathe in and I breathe out right here, and I let go of the things that challenge my sense of patience, I observe all sensations, and just by pausing, creating a different pattern in my energy that I hold within my body. Now wiggle your fingers gently, wiggle your toes. Take your index finger and middle finger of either hand, it doesn't matter. Take the left hand and let it ground down. So you can let it rest right on your ribs, your hip, the side of the mat. And then take these two fingers and make a little circle center of your forehead. And clear out that space around the third eye that holds tension, that space where you frown, the 11 lines. Just move those out and create a little circle right here. And invite the eyes to relax. And then pause at this bridge of the nose and push up to the hairline and glide down 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take your two sets of fingers, of each hand, right in the middle of the forehead, and open up your elbows and sweep that space across the forehead line. And let go of things that make that space feel tight. So stress lands in the face, and you can always see stress if you pay attention, whether it's in your own face or someone else's. So you want to be aware, what are the things that are making me feel like I'm constricting, tightening, holding things here in my face? And then glide your fingers down the side of your face. So from the side of your face, close your eyes, down the side of the nose, all the way to the jawline, and release the space here so you can soften. So we're reclining, so gravity is pressing down on us, and we don't have to fight gravity. And then I'm just going to bring it across the center of the face, start at the forehead, and then through the middle of the face, and then the lower part of the face. And I just comb out, and I do it again 3 times. So second time, I notice maybe I can open up the space in the middle of my face. And then last time, you can do it 2 or 3 or 4 times, whatever it takes to reach to the jaw, the sweeping motion. And then just lift the throat a little bit and comb the throat. So you can soften any tension in the center of your throat, sides of your neck. And then pause and notice what has already shifted. Take your index finger of each hand and find right here that little indentation at the ear. That's called the tragus. You're going to bring your finger right into that little space, and you're going to massage it. This is going to activate the reflex that keeps the nervous system, the vagus nerve, overactive. So you want to do a little circle here. This is great to do when you're feeling particularly stressed, or especially at night before you go to bed and you need to shut down your brain a little more. Relax the jaw. Notice whether the jaw is particularly tight. Take your 2 fingers and just rest, open and close your mouth and find the jaw, and then just kind of circle here. So you can trigger a reflex of, instead of holding something really tight like a rubber band that's been pulled too tight, you can soften the jaw, which oftentimes is overworked. It's the most overworked hinge in the body. And then glide your two fingers like you're making a peace sign, front and back of the ears, and glide up and down. And invite the back and front of the ears to soften, again activating that reflex where the vagus nerve can say, oh, okay, I can slow it down a little bit now, giving myself permission to relax into this space I'm holding. Good, and then just take your hands and let them rest right at the top of your chest. Create a little weight right at your heart. Think about the stuff you hold in your heart. Create a little weight. Lift your chin just a little bit so you can create a little space here. And maybe if you'd like, you can make a little circle here. Soften that space so that your heart feels less heavy, tense, worried. Because if you're looking to create space and you live in tension, fear, worry, and anxiety, you cannot invite peace, abundance, patience, courage in, because they cannot live in the same space. Now slide your arms out to the side and feel like you're a star. And as you rest with your arms out to the side, sink the shoulders down and away from your ears, and feel that heart space shine up. And take a breath. And then right here in this place, notice the center of your forehead and the crown of your head. Notice the center of your throat, the back of your neck. Notice the palms, the heart, the center of the belly, the bottoms of your feet, and soften it some more. Now, you're going to take, it doesn't matter which arm, I'm going to bring my left arm into the right shoulder, and the right arm comes over. And then as I am reclining on the floor, I'm going to bring my feet up to standing, and I'm going to use my arms as a weight here and rock that upper body. And you want to feel like you're soothing a baby that's agitated, your inner self. And you want to rock out that space between the shoulder blades, right in the thoracic spine. And then pause here, and now just rock your legs a little bit. Just a little rocking. See if you can soften the lower spine. Good, and then pause and stretch your arms straight out to the side. Take a breath. Remember which arm was underneath so you can move it. This time I'm taking the right arm in, left arm over, and now I want to rock again. So I can create this sensation of calm and balance, right to left, left to right, top to bottom, front to back. And I just rock it out. And I keep the shoulders down, and I wait for that sensation that maybe creates a yawn or a sigh, or a little ear popping, or a little shifting, or whatever you notice. It's different for different people. And then pause and rock your legs again. Small, little, gentle rocking motion here. And ease out that back body. Good, and now release the arms so you can bring your knees into your chest, hold below the knees, and just rock it out a little bit. And rocking gently from side to side. Feet are gently flexed, don't overflex. And then pause and bring your legs right up into your happy baby and rock here. Feeling that maybe the lumbar spine, the lower back, is now softening and releasing anything that's tight.
relax the jaw, soften the eyes. Good, bring that left foot to the mat, stretch that right leg straight up, point and flex the foot, and get some movement through the ankle. Good, roll the foot around, and reverse your circle. Good, if you want, you can bring your leg in and get a deeper stretch, back of the hamstrings, back of the knee, back of the calf, and maybe massage it here, especially if it's particularly tight. Don't tighten the knee. Just invite your legs to soften, but to be strong and flexible so you can move forward into whatever is going to occur in this day and the rest of this week. And then release that leg and bring the opposite leg in, give it a hug, and stretch it all the way up. Take a big stretch first, point and flex. Roll it around at the ankle. And reverse your circle. Good, and maybe stretch it a little more here. And again, massaging that back of the leg, noticing. So maybe there are certain spots in the back of the thigh, in the hamstrings, the knee, the calf. This can feel particularly tight, especially if you have plantar fasciitis or any issues that create tightness in the legs. Good, and then release that leg down, bring the feet as wide as the mat. Toes are on the floor, heels are on the mat, arms are out to the letter T, and you just begin your windshield wipers now. Keep the shoulders down, rock from side to side, soften the jaw. Good, roll to the right with your legs, look to the left as far as you can go, take a breath. And then bring your head and knees to center and go to the other side and do a few of these. And just rocking gently side to side, take your time. Good. And then come back to center, walk your feet to parallel, cross the right leg over the left. You can leave your arms right where they are, or you can bring your hands in to rest right at your ribs, or you can bring your arms up into cactus arms. You decide what's most comfortable for you as you go into your rocking pigeon, and you just rock it out here. And soften the jaw. Good, and then release and switch to the other side. Again, you can keep your arms right where they are, or if you need to make an adjustment, please be mindful of any knee, hip, shoulder, or arm issues that need adjusting in the position that you're holding. One side is not necessarily the same as the other. And we rock it out here. Now we're going to add to this. So if this doesn't work for you, or if it's too intense, then you just can stay right here. You can pause and rock or not. I'm going to lift, so my right foot is on the floor. I'm going to lift that leg up, and if I want, I can go right into threading the needle. So my arms come underneath. I can lift my foot to the sky, and I can rock it out, or I can keep my knee bent, or I cannot clasp it so tight. You do what works best for you, and you rock it out. Big hip opener. And then you release that, and now we're switching. We go to the opposite side. Now remember, you have knee or hip replacements, and this doesn't work for you, then you don't do it. So remember, you can leave the leg low or extend it up, and you rock it out. My right elbow is resting on the thigh of my right leg, so I get a little stretch there as well. Feet are flexed, but not overly so. And I just rock it out. Good, pause. Bring both legs up, straight legs. Just a gentle rocking here so you can get the benefit of this as an inversion. Widen your legs, flex your feet. Feel that stretch through the bottoms of your feet. You can rock it as big as you want. Lift up maybe off the hip. Roll onto that right side body, lift the left. Roll onto that left side body. And see how that feels, massaging maybe across the back of the torso. Good, and then release the legs. Go into your full body stretch. Take a big breath right here. Stretch it all out. Good. Now, you're going to bring your feet back up to standing. You're going to take that left leg, and I'm going to just take that right foot, cross it over, and bring my arms out, letter T, and roll to the right as much as I can, and look to the left. And just hold it. And feel that lifting up the side. Soften the jaw. And then bring it up and switch to the opposite side and roll the other way and lift up that other side. Take a breath, roll your head. If this rolling motion doesn't work for you, then keep your head at neutral. Keep the shoulders down and breathe. Give your body the opportunity to create a shift. And then come back to center. Keep your arms where they are. Bring your two legs together. And now we're just going to go to the right, look to the left. Now start with your legs high in a little gentle twist. And just roll it side to side. Now once you stretch it, maybe you can find you can go a little lower. It is more important too to keep the shoulders down. So if the shoulders pop up, then you've gone too far, you release it. To the ground again, to the mat again. Notice if you have to hold your breath and see if you do less, you gain more. Bring your feet to the mat and rock it out. If you can, bring your arms to cactus arms and rock it out. And notice how it feels, hips to shoulders. Good. Pause, bring the soles of your feet together. I'm going to bring my hands right to the ribs and rock out. Now, as I keep my elbows on the floor and I lift, feels like it's a rocking boat, like a rowboat. But you're not ever going to tip out. It's just going with the wave, the current of the water. And then slide nice and long, go into your full body stretch. Take a breath, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Good. And we'll do one more stretch here since we're on the floor. So I'm going to take my right leg and extend it down. It's nice and long. I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to turn the foot and slide it under the back of the knee. Now I'm going to bring my arms out to the side to start. My right leg will roll left. My bottom leg will bend slightly. My left hand will come to the knee, gently rolling, and I look to the right and I soften. My right arm is extended out to the side, and I breathe here. And release that. Open up the leg like you're in a tree pose. Slide the foot down the length of the leg. So you'll see my foot and my leg is a little longer now on that side. I keep the right leg extended. I bring the left foot in. I turn it so it comes underneath the knee. Now I'm going to roll that left bent knee to the right. My right hand comes over and I look left and I stretch it out. If it's too much for my head to be turning, I keep it at neutral. I keep my shoulder down. I breathe. I come back to center. I open up the leg like it's in the tree pose, and then I slide that leg down and I measure. Bring the knees in, cross the right foot over the ankle of the left, and roll it around. So I cap the knees. My palms rest right on the kneecap, and I roll around 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the legs up into your happy baby. Give your legs a break as you rock it off a little bit. And then cross left foot over the right, cap the knees. So open the knees a little wider, roll it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back in, big stretch up, happy baby. Just giving that benefit of the oxygenated blood coming back down to the torso and the heart. Good. Release the legs one more time, full body stretch. Take a big breath. Really feel like you're a Gumby. Stretch it all out. Now we're going to roll to the, whatever side calls to you. I'm going to go to my left side. I'm going to bring my left arm underneath my head. I'm going to bring my legs and stack them like I'm seated in a chair, which just means that my knees and my heels are in alignment. I don't want my feet back. And I'm going to take my top arm and teepee it. Keep this upper shoulder open and take a breath. Now, since we're here, might as well massage this side body. I'm going to take my legs and extend them just like I'm in a capital letter I. My feet are flexed. I'm trying to keep my shoulders, my hips, my heels in alignment. And now I'm going to rock on my side body. And as I rock and use my body weight, gravity and motion to release the acupressure points on the side body, I notice how it feels. Now, if I have a little hip issue, I just be mindful. And it's not fast. It's a small, gentle rocking motion. Pause, keep your balance. So you have to really engage here, and you're going to lift that arm that's closest to the sky and just do a little circle. And keep your body nice and level as you start small, and then maybe you want to go into medium, a few rotations, and maybe you want to go big, but you don't have to. You make it the expression you need, and then you reverse. Start big, make it into a medium circle, come back to a small circle. Good, bring that arm over the ear, lift that top leg, stretch it. Good, let it go. Come right back into your chair and breathe. Now, I'm going to sit up and switch my body position so that I can face the camera, but you're just going to roll onto your back body, go into a full body stretch. Notice that whole right and left side of the body and see what's different or not. Take a big stretch. And then when you're ready, you bring your knees in and you go right back into your chair position. Head is supported by your arm. Knees are in line with the ankles and the heels.
Shoulders are stacked, so you don't want to roll forward. Fingers are teepeed. And now notice how this feels. So for me, this side of the body feels a little different than the other. See if you can bring your knees so they're right in line with the hips. So if your legs are back too far, you want to bring them up and take a breath. And just rest here and really let the weight go into the mat. Take a breath, a sigh. Good. And then extend the legs like your capital letter I. And your feet are flexed, and you really want to find that place where you're aligned. Nice and straight line so that your whole body is in the same plane. And now rock it out. And just rocking gently side to side, making it small. Now, you have a lot of acupressure points here too. And sometimes one side can feel a little different. Sometimes it can feel the same. Notice how the hip feels as you rock into it. Maybe the side of the thigh, the calf. No judgment. Just asking your body to release whatever it is it's holding. Good. And then come to a place where you're nice and balanced. Lift the arm that's up to the ceiling. Small circle. So we're opening up that shoulder capsule. Start small. You can stay right there. You can go to medium. You can go to large as you move your arm in a humongous circle. Try to do at least 3. You can always do more. And then reverse. Notice if you have clicks or clacks or pops. And then go to medium when you're ready. And then small when you're ready. And then release that. So I'm going to take that arm palm side down. I'm going to stretch it over and lift that leg and stretch it straight out. Big stretch here. And then bring it in, come right back into my chair and take a breath. And notice, so I can feel that I shifted something just by this little movement. And then before we move into our table and we go into our cat and dog, we're just going to roll. This time, instead of rolling onto your back body, you're going to roll onto your front body. As you roll onto your front body, you're going to take your hands with your thumb and your index finger, make a little triangle, and rest your head here. Lift your legs. And do reverse windshield wipers. So we get a nice little massage here. We move the hips side to side. We massage the thighs, the torso. We ground through the forehead. We let go of thoughts that don't work for us. And we breathe, soften the jaw. Good. Tuck the toes. So we're going to bring the feet to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift, get a nice big stretch here. And then relax so that the big toes touch and the heels move out to the side. And then lift your legs and rock it again. So you're moving those hip flexors, the bony prominences of the hips in the front. And then tuck your toes one more time, really stretching and lifting as much as you can. Take a breath. Relax the legs, touch the big toes, open the heels. Take a breath. Relax the jaw, soften around the eyes. And then lift the legs again and just rock it out and take a breath here. Now, we're going to move from this point into a child's pose. So if you have a block, grab your block. If you didn't bring a block or you don't have a block, that's fine too. So I'm just going to bring my elbows into the side. Fingers are splayed wide. I'm going to tuck my toes so I have some momentum to slide back. so that my knees are wide, my toes are tucked. I'm going to bring the block so that I can rest my forehead on it, and my arms come into a Sphinx pose, and I bring my head down to rest right on the block. So you bring yourself, if you cannot comfortably bring your head to the block, do 1 potato, 2 potato. So you're resting your head on your fists and you're not bringing your head so low. If that is also too high for you, your elbows rest, you can cup your hands and just let your head rest into your palms. You just want to get the sensation of letting go of thoughts that don't work for you. Stretch out the body, soften this nervous system, and connect the head, the heart, and the belly so that you feel aligned and balanced. And you breathe here. Now we're going to slide back. So I'm going to tuck my chin. I'm going to slide back. I'm going to ripple the spine. When my arms are straight, that's when I lift my head. I take a breath. I exhale like a wave. I want to invite space, movement, air, flexibility. I want to let go of restrictions, limitations. Inhale, I ripple up. And I want to feel like I'm moving the breath with the body, visualizing water. I'm going with the flow in the river of what I need to fill myself up today. And then when I'm ready, I can bring myself down. This time, if I'm comfortable, I can bring my head back to the block. I can extend my arms and teepee my fingers. Or if I really feel like I'm ready, I can bring my whole self down, head lands on the mat. If not, I prop my hands, 1 potato, 2 potato, or I hold my head. I find the place that's what works for me today, and I breathe. And I invite the head, the heart, and the belly to find a place where it can connect. Slide your hands back to frame the face. Inhale, we're coming right up onto our table. I'm going to move my block if it's still in the way there. Tuck your toes, lift the belly, flatten the back, head's an extension of the spine. And we're going right into our dog. Inhale, lift up, bring the breath up. Exhale, flatten the feet and curl the spine into your cat. And start small. You don't have to make it the full expression of the pose. You make it what works for you. You want to feel that sensation of moving through the vertebra. And take the breath with you as you go, so you're not holding it. Inhale on the lift. Exhale on the curl. Good. Inhale on the lift, looks beautiful. Exhale on the curl. Pause at neutral. And now tuck your toes, stir the pot a little bit. So if you have issues with your knees and this doesn't work for you, then come out of it. If, however, you have a blanket or a towel and you want to put a little support under your knees, that's fine too. Take a breath. We're going to go right into threading the needle with our shoulders. So I'm going to widen my knees. If I can, touch my toes. Left arm extends, right arm can prop right on the forearm. I can stay right here. This could be enough. Or I can slide the arm all the way through. I can use a block if I need to rest my head on a prop. And I open the shoulders. So if my shoulders are tight, my hips are tight, I want it balanced both out. Take a breath. Slide that extended arm back. When you slide that extended arm back, we're going to go the other way. And as we go the other way, I'm going to just switch myself around. Right arm forward, left arm props. I can stay right here. This is enough. I can make it as big or small as I need it to be, or I can bring it all the way under and rest. Take a breath. Don't go where you don't belong. You know what you need for yourself. Soften it. Relax the arm that's extended, and then slide it back. Inhale, lift up, and we're going to stand. So bring the knees together, come back up into your table. Now, when I transition, I've been down a long while, so I want to be mindful of that. Tuck my toes so that I can inhale, lift that right foot forward. I teepee my fingers, I tuck the back toes so I can lift up and step forward into my forward fold, and I hang here. Now, if I have head, heart, eye, health issues, my head is up. But if I'm comfortable and I can roll myself into a forward fold, I go as low as I want. I don't necessarily have to go to the floor. I can make it as high as I need it to be. And I take a breath. Bend the knees. Sweep the hands. Take a breath. See if you can flatten the spine. Use your legs and your belly, and you lift up. Now, think about anything else you need to clear. And open up the sky so you don't feel cloudy. And then bringing your hands down, move around the mud and muck that makes you feel stuck. And you inhale and you lift up. Now, before we do this again, I want you to think of a color. Just go, don't make it hard. Just pick a color. And then imagine you're surrounding yourself in this big balloon of a color. And you're bringing it down. And you're encircling yourself in this color. So in color theory, the color that you like the best has a great impact on you. So when it's a gray day, today's a gray day, you don't want to wear just gray because it's going to make you feel gray. So you want to feel like you're surrounding yourself in a color that's going to support you, create positivity, lighten your spirit, lighten your energy. Now I pause and I want to sweep it front and back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gentle back bend. Forward fold, push back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Now, the color doesn't necessarily have to be your whole outfit. It could be a scarf, it could be a ring, it could be a necklace, a bracelet, it could be a hairpin, it could be a tie, socks. You just want to feel the sensation that you're really opening up yourself into this color. Take a big breath, lift it up, right arm down, left arm over, stretch the side body as we open up the 6 directions of the spine a little more. Move your hips if you can. See if you can get a nice side body stretch. One more. And then we're going to put it all together. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop the hands. Inhale, lift up. Gather what you need to the right. Let go. Gather up more. Exhale, let it go. Reset. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop the hands. Gather what you need. Right arm down, left arm over. Opposite side. Both arms up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Take a breath. We'll do another set. Scoop up. Gather. Really gather. Open up. Feel that sensation that you're getting what you need and you're releasing what doesn't work. Inhale. Gather more. Let go. Reset. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop up, gather more. Right arm down, left arm over, move the hips. Opposite side. Inhale, and forward fold. Let it all hang here. Take a breath. Ripple up, head comes up last. Step a little wider than your hip distance and hula hoop around. Take a breath. 4, 5, 6, and then reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and shift. So I'm going to move my feet so that they're in a little angle. And I'm going to add the arms. Knees are over the toes, and I'm shifting. Good. Palms up. One palm up, one palm down, and you can rotate it if you choose. Good. Both palms come down, hands to the knees or tops of the knees, and you rock it out here. See if you can keep your back nice and flat. Good. And then come back to center, hang forward any amount. Wiggle it out. Ripple it up. Bring the arms all the way up. Take a breath, exhale, and pull down. In your goddess. Exhale. Pull what you need down. Make it your intention to be firm, confident, courageous. Breathe. Bring it up. Just pull it right out to the side. Pulse. 1. Push in like you're pushing against taffy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open up the arms. Adjust your stance if you need to. We're going to pulse the arms. So we're going to bring the shoulder blades opening up right from the sternum to the shoulders. Shoulder blades on the back. So nice firm stance. Don't lock your knees. Take a breath. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up, gentle back bend, forward fold. We're going to use this to come all the way down. Come right into your table. Now, I'm just going to do one downward dog. They, the powers that be, say that if you do one downward dog a day, you will begin to build your core strength. There are many variations of a downward dog. You don't have to do any of it. So if you want to stay in your table, that's fine. You want to make a little circle, that's fine. You want to come into your child's pose, that's fine. You do what works for you, but if you choose to do your downward dog, you tuck your toes, you come right into a table where you feel nice and strong, head's an extension of the spine. You want to use your breath, and you want to imagine there's a string coming through the belly button up the back. You tuck your toes, you lift up, and you breathe into your inversion. You can soften the knees if you need to. You can pedal the feet if you choose. It's a big stretch for the feet, the ankles, backs of the calves. Knees, thighs, back body puts weight into your hands, arms, and shoulders, and you want to release. So I'm sure you're having a party out there. Take a breath. Inhale, come up on your toes. Open the knees, come down. Come into any variation of a child's pose. Take a breath. Now, as you rest right here, give yourself a compliment. Today, I worked to the best of my ability to create a shift, to feel at ease, to make space. Add whatever else you need. Now, we're going to come on to our back body. So you're going to slide your hands back to frame the face. You're going to shift yourself up, slide your legs to one side, and just like we started, you're going to rest right on the mat. Now, if it's uncomfortable for your legs to be extended, bring your knees up and tuck your lumbar spine. You can bring your knees together. You can rest on your side body. You can pick whatever it is that you want so that you can find this place in your meditation, in your shavasana, that allows all the parts of the practice that we did today to assimilate and to meld, to land in a place that feels the benefit of your practice has really come to fruition. So Deepak Chopra wrote a book. He's got two variations of it. It's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. There is also the 7 Spiritual Laws of Yoga. They're the same book, same information, same, depending on your focus, how you look at it. And he has a practice, he has a philosophy, he has a meditation, one for each day. Starts on Sunday, runs to Saturday. So today is Tuesday. The Tuesday meditation is the law of giving and receiving. So as you rest right here and you think about giving and receiving, how much do you give out as opposed to how much do you receive? And what's your intention affiliated with that? If you do something for someone else or a cause or whatever, do you feel an expectation to get something back? Or are you doing it out of kindness, compassion, generosity? What is the intention behind the giving? So that when you figure out what it is, the receiving will be reciprocal. So don't make it that hard. You gave yourself the gift of this class today because you made the intention to come. That was number 1. Number 2, you come to the class wherever you are on a given moment, and that is enough. There's no expectation for you to be anything other than who you are. No one comes to a class at the same skill level, nor is it expected that you need to. This is about what works for you. And then think about what it is you received from the practice. Space, clarity, a pause, an intention, a shift, an awareness, an observation, a deeper breath, better posture. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be big. And then affiliated with giving and receiving are the thoughts you carry with you. So in this book that he wrote, in this section, Chopra says, we are bundles of thought in a thinking universe. We are in a world where the thoughts are flying around and not everybody agrees with everything and not everything is true and not everything is false. And so somewhere you got to land in the middle of what works best for you. But the thoughts you hold have the power to transform. So if you promote thoughts that are negative, you get more things that are negative. If you promote thoughts that are growing, expanding, observing, reaching, noticing, shifting, sharing, creative, imaginative, then you get that back. So whatever it is, think about what you received from the thoughts you have, even during your practice. We want to move out of places that are limiting, self-limiting, and open up into possibility, a world that has limited thinking creates limitations. So let go of limitations and open up to possibility, pure potentiality, and freedom. Freedom is not free, but you have the freedom to transform only your own self. As you breathe in and you breathe out into this space where you are, Feel strong. Feel flexible. Know that you can be who you are meant to be in this world. Love who you are. Only you can love yourself the way you need to be loved. Think a thought that will heal you, support you, nourish you, surround you. Think outside the box. And understand that whatever it is you absorb like a sponge, your body is a sponge, your mind, your heart, your body, your spirit's a sponge, is what you hold. So let go of the things that don't work. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, say to yourself, today I am. But only fill yourself up with something positive, even if you don't believe it, because you have the power to change it from within. I am my own person. I am here for a reason. Everything I have within me has a purpose and a function. I am walking a path that belongs only to me, with a sure step, a strong body, a flexible spirit, an open mind, a creative thought, a loving heart. Anything else you want. And take 3 long, slow breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the rise and the fall of the breath. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your head maybe a little bit from side to side if you need it for your neck. Go into a full body stretch. Take a humongous yawn, sigh, breath, moan, whatever you need. And then when you're ready, bring your arms and your legs up to the sky and shake it out. Shake and shake and shake and shake and shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Activate those nerve endings. Get rid of fatigue. Go one more time into your full body stretch. Good. And then when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. When you're ready, that's when you roll to whatever side calls to you and rest right there. Support your head and neck with your arm or a prop. And then whenever it is you're ready, at your own time, that's when you transition into a comfortable seated position. Let your head come up last. Sit however you like, cross-legged, legs extended, feet together, knees up, whatever you want. And lift from the bottom of your sitting bone up, shoulders back, chins in line with the sternum without having the head forward. Relax your shoulders back and stir the spot right around neutral. And then when you're ready and you come to the back of whatever rotation you need, you reverse and you go the other way. So you create something new. And then you pause and bring your hands down, palms up. Take a breath, inhale, lift up, look up. And have the confidence and the patience and the courage to pause, to stretch out, to lift up, to gather more. And bring it all the way down. Inhale, lift it out. And we seal the practice. So we bring the hands, the fingertips together, and we leave space under the palms. And then we bring that intention that who we are has a purpose and a function that is important to this world. And that is enough. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Feel good. Drink plenty of water. Have something delicious to eat, and I'll see you next time. You're welcome.